All right, welcome to. Well, I didn't even check the sound. Hey, it's fine. Welcome to Cameos. I am Samson. With me is just rambling. Fu Money is back out in the streets. He went to get himself the family fry. What's it called? Yeah, McDonald's has like a party fry. That's what it is. So he went and got himself a party fry to feed his family. And then O'Shaughnessy is renting out movie theaters with his furry group to watch Sydney Sweeney movies. They're trying to run them numbers up. So he's single handedly keeping that, getting those numbers up for the Sweeney movies. So that's what the other boys are up to.
He might be the only one going to see those movies.
No, he got his whole furry crew in there. You know,
As if
so
she needed more bad press.
yeah, just don't go to them. Don't go to those theaters that they frequent. You know how O'Shaughnessy and his furry friends get down.
Yeah, it's real slick out there.
Yeah, you gonna slip in something. It's not a whatever
Ain't popcorn butter.
beverage. Yeah.
I just had a series of terrible thoughts that would get this episode no, was it taken down, copyright struck? I don't know the terms. I'm old.
I don't know.
But
Copyright is. I always forget what's the difference between copyright and trademark.
either way, you losing something, whether it be money or your hard-earned efforts trying to do an episode or whatever project you're working on. So, uh, I'm glad you mentioned that because it would have been very terrible to segue from furries making movie theaters slick from the various deaths we've had this week. First up, we have Pulp Fiction and The Mask actor Peter Green was found dead at 60 inside of his New York City apartment.
Yeah, did they ever say like uh, the cause of death, or did they release it?
I don't know, and I don't want to speculate, but
Yeah, sad.
they
60 is
just
so
passed
young
away.
too.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't seem young, but 60 is young. So rest in peace to him, man. He's a great actor.
Yeah. Just a few days ago, we had another tragic death with the passing of Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. They were found dead in their LA home. All
Yeah,
signs point to their son being the one who brutally stabbed them to death.
yeah. He's had like a history of like abuse and all these, substance abuse and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's just a very sad situation. Also,
Yeah, reports say that before the stabbing, they were all out at a party, and he got into a series of altercations, both with his parents and a few other Hollywood big names. Like Bill
hmm.
Hader was one of them, and this is all alleged, just based on testimonies. But yeah, this is unbelievably tragic, and it's also said that his daughter was well, their daughter was the one who found them. So in the course of a single night, she just lost her entire family.
Yeah,
So
sad.
wishing peace and as much as you can possibly manage in that situation to her, because Jesus, I can't even imagine. And lastly, Carlton. I'm not good with tongue twisters. This is no disrespect. I just stutter a lot. Carl Carlton, the singer songwriter best known for his hits "Everlasting Love" and "She's a
She's a
Bad Mamma
bad
Jamma."
man, Majema.
Hey, we were just talking about copyright. Let's not get
That's,
this one struck.
I sing it off
Has
key.
died. Yeah, they'll still come for us. His son announced that Carl Carlton has passed away.
Rest in peace, man. That's such a love that song. I want to sing it, but I can't.
Yeah, we can't sing shit.
Nah,
Um,
that's right,
maybe
Lucid. I should
we
do the
might be
tropical
able to get
school.
away with "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," but I don't even want to risk it.
Nah, uh, it's like a time limit. It's like a Beethoven
Oh,
song. You can sing a
public
Beethoven.
domain.
Yeah, at a certain point, it goes to public domain. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, Lucid. We always kind of start off with the bad news first.
yeah, we get that out of the way because we start to get into giggles and chuckles, and then that would just take the whole mood down.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, fun fact: because of public domain laws, which I think is 100 years, in
I thought it was 75,
2030,
honestly.
huh?
I thought it was 75.
I thought it was 100.
Whatever.
But either
Continue your
way,
thought. Sorry.
I don't know the exact number, but I believe in 2035 and 2040, Superman and Batman will be part of the public domain. The same way Steamboat Willie was brought into the public
Mm.
domain a few years back, and we saw all those weird horror movies. In lighter news, in food news, in honor of our dearly absent beloved Fu Money, McDonald's has released a supersized serving of
Yeah,
fries
the party
called Party
fry.
Fries.
That's why I
Yeah,
say
Party
he.
Fries.
Yeah, I say he was gonna get it. Here,
Well,
here.
so you
Where
gonna
did I
step on
say
my
it?
you always talk about stepping on stories, and here you go stepping on mine.
Oh,
Available in Thailand as a promotion, the snack is priced at 99 THB, which is
it's like
$2.70 American.
$2. They could never. Don't release no. First of all,
It's
our
gonna be eight
large,
dollars here.
our large. No, it's not. Our large fry is like 3 or something stupid. That's why I don't go to
Yeah,
McDonald's anymore. They release 99 fries. The big joint, that's gonna be $30.
nah, I'd say
Uh,
$8.
how many? It's 99 fries, right?
No, it's not priced at 99 THB. I don't know if it's
Oh, sorry. How
99.
many
I
fries
don't
is it?
think that fry cooks are gonna sit there and count how many fries they put
Well, how
in
big is
every one
the
of these.
fry container?
It looks like the size of two large fries put side by side.
Yeah, Thai bop as the THTB.
I'm not cultured. I never left the country.
For real? You know, you've been
Yeah.
to
I've been
Jamaica?
to Mexico and Canada. That's never
Uh,
left North America.
you left the country.
Mm,
I'm
is
surprised
it though?
you've never been to Jamaica? You serious?
No, no. I wish.
What about
I will. I'll go eventually.
you never seen your people in the Dominican? If y'all didn't know, Justin's he no black, he Dominican.
First of all, that's wrong. Like, my
I know
mother's
it's
part Puerto
wrong.
Rican.
I know. I wanted to get the joke off. I couldn't get the joke off if I said Puerto Rican because that's America. So
I'm black, and then there's a bunch of miscellaneous ethnicities on my mom's side.
Justin's the type of mix that be like, uh, I'm not mixed. I'm actually half Mexican. I have some German in there. And, shut up.
I'm 4% Cherokee. Fuck out of here.
Shut up. Man.
You're black.
You look black to me.
If the cops pull up, you're black. Stop trying
Oh,
to deny who you are.
how dare you deny my heritage? Just shut up.
Man, look how straight my hair is. Get on my
I should
damn
stop making this
nerves.
joke because my family is like I could go to the reservation where my grandfather grew up. So
What's funny is like I do have some Native American in my family too, on my
it's
mom's side.
I have enough that my mom could have gone to school for free, but she didn't know that.
Oh, really? I don't know if I
She
have that much, but I
she's
do
like the
know it's in my
cutoff.
blood somewhere.
So my mom and my uncles could have gone to school for free. I cannot. I'm like too diluted, thanks to my father, because
Oh, okay.
he just slave black. No
That's my
mix.
dad too. Fresh out of Mississippi.
Yeah, that's the type of black my dad is.
that weed in the water black.
Yeah. All right, good. My bad.
Uh,
Sorry, we're rambling. Sorry, y'all. This is nothing but jokes.
it,
We got the kente
it,
cloth on today. Shout out to Dr. Umar. He said we can't wear the bonnets, but I got the
no,
bonnet on.
the Pan African flag.
Yeah.
Let's see. In more food news, the fast food chain In-N-Out is retiring the number. Go ahead, say it.
6'7".
From its ticket system following disruptions from teens and children swarming the restaurant to film employees announcing the order number.
That's stupid because that's easy sales.
Yeah.
Because every time, like people just gonna buy things until you get to 67, and now nobody's gonna come at all.
Yeah, I feel like people don't realize this, and it's like that's easy money. Like I
Yeah,
get
take
it.
the
It was
money, man.
annoying when like Minecraft was doing all this crazy shit where it's like the chicken jockey joke and everyone was like throwing popcorn and acting a
Hmm.
damn fool. But Minecraft made $800 million off of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
They don't want money.
yeah, like if so long as no one's getting hurt, just deal with the disruption.
Hmm.
Enjoy the meme. I wouldn't try this at Waffle House because you might get a different response.
I saw a video.
It was,
They jumped somebody
I,
real fast. You saw
I
it?
saw the same one.
This little
That
white
tall
boy
black
came in
dude.
and said, "So what the white kid doing? What?" They got the whole staff jumped that man.
Bro, they jumped this man. And then the one dude who clearly has never been in a fight in his life got that one punch in
That was that little white
just
dude.
to end it
He
off.
said, "Man, I said, hold on, the energy."
Yeah, That's how Waffle House get down. And that's why it was almost a Tekken stage.
It should have been. He couldn't get the he couldn't get them to respond. He really tried.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been a terrible idea.
No, it wouldn't have. It would have been a fantastic idea.
I mean, it would have been great for us, but I feel like that would have made Waffle House liable for some sort of lawsuit. Because,
Nah,
especially in this country, like somebody could argue that in placing Waffle House in Tekken as a fighting stage, Waffle House was subtly endorsing violence in its establishments.
no.
You know, this is America, man. Everybody sues for everything. Somebody
All they
would have
gotta
came up with
do
some
is
bullshit.
put a disclaimer before the stage opens, and all
Do not
liability
do
is
this in
gone.
real life.
Yeah, and they're good.
Uh, I still don't trust this country when it comes to people being so prompt to whip out a lawyer. Um, Speaking of distrusting everything in the corporate world, terrible segue. Disney has signed a deal with OpenAI and is investing 1 billion into the company. Sora will now be able to AI generate videos based on characters from Disney, Marvel, Star Wars,
Yeah,
Pixar, blah blah blah.
I don't care about this, and I know them open AI lawsuits mean nothing at this point.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. But when we reported on what was it, Sona, the
Yeah,
one that struck a deal with the music group, Sony Music Group, I believe.
I think so. That's the one that Timberland was using, and endorsing, and he was literally just stealing people's beats. And this dude
Yeah.
literally, it was the sort Sona was playing his beat. Like, all
Hmm.
right, man, I'm good on all that stuff,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I feel like this is what's going to be the norm because right now there is a lawsuit between Getty Images and Midjourney where they just the same thing that Disney was having problems with OpenAI about, where they feel like they are stealing Getty Images' intellectual property, which they were, because if you there was a few images that were generated on Midjourney
That
where they
had,
had the Getty Images logo in it,
yeah,
so it's definitely stealing. But instead of this monumental lawsuit that could benefit creators in some capacity, I feel like the same thing is going to happen, where they're just going to strike a deal, invest money in Midjourney, and
yep,
then all of the stolen work will just be sponsored by whatever big corporation owns all of the artists and the creators' work.
yep. It's whatever, man. Oh, and like in a related topic, the weekend literally just sold his the rights to his music for
Hmm.
$1 billion. So that'll probably be fed into a AI, like,
This is the
yeah.
new norm. Everything that's happening is just getting people acclimated. They're dealing with the backlash now and just getting over it because people will
Yeah.
eventually just conform and step in line.
And I'm pretty sure, what, if it wasn't this week, it was last week. Trump signed an executive order to stop states from creating laws to govern AI, which I don't know how like that'll stand up because it's like separation of, you know, powers
Hmm.
in a sense. So whatever, it's
Yep.
just AI is just going to do what AI going to do, I guess.
Yep. So no regulation and all corporate control. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
On the same note, ChatGPT users can now use Photoshop to edit images for free. Adobe say the tools, including Express and Acrobat, will be rolling out globally.
That's okay. I feel like I think that's like an acceptable. You should. I think you should be working with AI. To no, that's not all right. Well, whatever.
I don't like it because from a business standpoint, all Photoshop is doing is getting in on the ground floor because they know all of these copyright lawsuits are not going to result in any sort of protections. So they just don't want to be the immediate go-to for people who steal content to create AI generations and then be able to immediately edit them in Photoshop right in the same app. It's just they're creating an easy breezeway between blatant copyright infringement and
Yeah, but
editing to pretend like you actually created something.
yeah, but what about for like people who actually use Photoshop for like their work, use Adobe Suite for their work, right? And then they have like these AI enhancements to help them do their work better. That's the my mind state about
In a perfect world, yes, I do agree with that. But
that.
you know what this is mostly going to be used for. Like if it's creators using their own work, using AI to enhance their own work, as you stated, I am all in support of that. That's your own creation. That is your own ownership. Do with it what you please. But most of this is going to be people just like stealing Studio Ghibli work and then bouncing it over to Photoshop to edit the colors a little bit or put some mean text at the bottom and make
Yeah.
it just
I know our
that's
friends
my
are
issue with
gonna
it.
use it to enhance their ability to troll. Sorry,
Yeah.
this is like our friend group. They photoshopped a friend of ours into a calendar.
What up,
Uh,
Josh?
don't I don't know who that is. You gotta
Josh.
you gotta Joshua Joshua awesome.
Joshua Awesome.
Yeah, say that.
I just shortened the name. I would
No,
call Lucid Two Cents
he's
Lucid as a shorter version of his tag name.
trying to dox people. But our friend group, they photoshopped a friend of ours into a calendar. So every month had a different image. So our friends would like use the new Photoshop AI edition enhancements to just make that more even more ridiculous.
Hmm.
So we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
I root for like people who use those tools normally. Like I root for them, so it'll help them with their work. I think you
Yeah.
should be able to work with AI. You don't have to always just use it for cat videos.
I concur. Uh, in better news, Sinners has already been shortlisted for 8 potential Oscar nominations: Best Casting, Best Cinematography, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, Best Original Score, and Best Original Song.
You know, it wasn't on there.
What?
Best Picture. So again, I
True.
can already see what they finna do. Uh,
Uh, I
whatever.
thought you were going to say Best Scene where somebody spits into someone else's mouth.
No, what's wrong with
That
you?
was good. What's wrong with Mike Ryan Coogler putting that in there? That was very gratuitous.
That's
Threw
how
me
they
out
get
the movie
down.
for a moment.
No, it didn't.
That was, that was a lot. That was a
it,
lot, man.
it put you in the movie.
Nah,
See,
nah.
exactly. I think but I think this is one of those things like the Academy kind of doesn't like horrors. Um,
Oh yeah, that's true.
so that's probably why it won't get the best picture nomination. Or like, best director. Um, but whatever. Like it's two nominations for the score. Like, all right, man. I'm good on. I'm still not watching Oscars. I'm
Yeah,
good on that.
I at least want Ryan Coogler to get a nomination for Best Director because this was
It's a horror.
easily one of the best directed films of the year.
It's a horror. Sorry, and let me preface this. My favorite film of the year is still Warfare. I think it's probably the best movie I've seen all year.
Mhm.
But Sinners is very good. I saw Sinners twice, so it's whatever. He's not gonna get the best director because it's a horror. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's not happening.
yeah. Joshua, awesome. To answer your question, we will be talking about Expedition 33 momentarily. Mostly me because Samsung only plays 3 console games a year, and he met his quota with Arc Raiders.
Yeah,
If Expedition comes on, if Expedition 33 comes out with a mobile version, we might be able to get him.
no.
Uh,
It needs to be a tower defense version. If it's tower defense, ooh, I'm on it.
you make me sick. Avatar: Fire and Ash debuts with 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, the lowest film of the trilogy.
Yeah, although I saw something else. I think like IGN gave it a 9. Uh, I
It's
never trust
IGN.
IGN. Yeah, I feel like they just get paid for everything. So
Yeah.
I'm not even worried. I'm not worried about that. Um,
Yeah.
Also, again, I had no intention of seeing this. Also, sorry. Also, I saw James Cameron send a note to like theaters and like projectionists
Hmm.
on how to project the film and like the way the audio needs to be set. Like he mixed everything himself, so he wants it to be shown in that way. I appreciate that. Um, the respect for the art that he has. It's just
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
film is not really for me.
Yeah.
So
It's not for me either, but I always have a respect for James Cameron. He's an auteur,
yeah,
and he's always pushing the medium forward. Like I love when, like you said, directors do all stuff like that, or like when Ryan Coogler dedicates a whole TED talk just talking about how 70 millimeter film works. Like that's
yeah, I
awesome.
learned so much from that.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be playing Gilda Gold in the Batman Part Two. Gilda Gold is the wife of Harvey Dent in the comics.
I feel like there's a better role for Scarlet. But
Me
whatever.
too. I was more excited when she was Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, I
Well,
believe
the
that.
speculation that she was Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah.
Um, this is I am unbelievably excited for this. Lakeith Stanfield is set to play NBA legend Dennis Rodman in Lionsgate's
Mm.
48 Hours in Vegas, taking over the role of Jonathan Majors, who was dropped from the film for reasons we are all aware of, because we dedicated several episodes to discussing that.
Jonathan Majors is a better actor. Um, but I get it. I think
He would have been
Lakeith.
terrible as Dennis Rodman.
Nah, he's that good of an actor. I don't think he looks like Dennis Rodman, but as far as acting, no, he would have been fine. I think Lakeith is a great actor though, and I think he can kind of embody the role. I think he had to put on some muscle. So we about to see uh, Buff Lakeith.
Yeah, in this picture, he does look a little more bulky,
Yeah,
so he could be already prepping for the role.
that'd be good. Is it a Dennis Rodman biopic?
Seems like it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that it'll
It's
be good.
48 hours, and it's I don't remember.
We talk about major. Sorry, Smooth Carlito. We're talking about Majors lost a role because of
Yeah,
everything that happened. He lost a
yeah.
role to Lakeith Stanfield.
Um, I can't see Jonathan Majors playing Dennis Rodman at all
It's
in
because of how
any
he looks.
capacity.
I'm just saying he can act.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm not doubting his acting ability. I know
that's
he
all
can.
I'm saying. He can act.
He's a phenomenal
Yeah.
actor. I'm that nothing to do with his acting skill. It's just like I wouldn't be able to look at him and see him disappear into the role of Dennis Rodman. Whereas I look at Lakeith Stanfield, one weird guy playing perhaps one of the ultimate weird guys in sports, and that makes perfect sense to me.
I don't know if Dennis was weird. He just kind of is eccentric weird.
Hmm?
Is eccentric weird?
Yeah, eccentric
All
is
right.
what. Okay, weird and eccentric are the same things. They just give eccentric to rich people.
Okay.
If you're doing
So
crazy
if
shit
you're
when you're poor,
poor,
that's when you're weird.
you're weird. Or if you like anime, you're weird. But if you have
Exactly.
money and you're all right, I'm not gonna say anymore. Okay, but yeah, that'll be good. I think that's a he'll be good.
Agreed. For all you it's Arc Lust. Wow, Arc Raiders players, many of which are our listeners and our friends, bunch of
And me.
murderers. Turns out your bloodlust does have consequences in the game. They analyze behavior and match accordingly. So if you find yourself in a bunch of lobbies with a bunch of fellow marauders and killers and sociopaths, you just might be one.
That's probably because I remember. Shout out to the homie Slurms. Was it Slurms? Yeah, I think it was Slurms. It was either Slurms or Shimbo. I think I was walking around. I looked to my left. I was like, "Oh, there goes somebody over there." Immediately, I heard pop, pop, pop. And Slurms started shooting. All right, I didn't know we were doing that. He's just triggered. I mean, one time I saw some dude. Up the blick, up the Pharaoh, right? Had the Pharaoh pointed. I said, "Yo, you friendly?" He said, "Yeah, I'm friendly." I said, "Okay." And then he ups and starts shooting. So the homie had to lay him down. It's wild out there on the mark, man.
It's exactly like that, Joshua Awesome.
It's
Exactly like
wild on
that.
the mark, man.
There's a bunch of psychopaths. Let y'all live out your Mad Max fantasies.
Thank you, Lucy. There's no honor in the mark. Sorry, we call arc raiders the mark over here because people
And
are marks and they get
that's why y'all
marked
always
out.
fighting.
I'm not trying to fight. They just be doing too much. I'll be running
Well, then you
around with
went.
my freeload out, just having fun. Oh, I found me some wires. I found some metal parts. I'm just trying to get home, and here they go, waiting in the subway. Got
If you're
him.
not trying to, if you're not trying to fight, you'd be in the Kumbaya servers. But where are you? The Purge.
It's not. It's I can't help that. I feel like
Mm.
I've had to protect myself so many times.
That's exactly what a sociopath would say when hit with accusations of violence.
I don't know what to tell you.
Despicable.
You should get on the game and see how it is.
Y'all just not awake when I'm awake. Anyways, moving on before you ask me again. um,
Shut up, Lucid. I'm not saying that.
oh man. We got a bunch of trailers lined up because this week was just rife with them. We're gonna start off with all the gaming trailers because the gaming awards happened, and that's kind of just become the new E3 where they showcase a bunch of just what's
Yeah.
coming next.
Just run through them, and
Um,
then the good ones, the ones that look exciting, we'll actually talk about.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna
Oh,
say
okay, okay.
the Game Awards. I enjoyed the first 2/3 of. After that, it completely fell off. The trailers were dope up until that third came in, and then it was just boring as hell. And then they ended on a very, very flat note, which we will get into as well. Um, there
Save
was a
the
trailer for.
save the best trailer for last. You already know what the best one is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
it's universally the best.
I wonder if we're gonna agree on this. This is really gonna determine the
We'll
course of our
find out.
friendship going forward.
We'll find out what's
Um,
the last one you say.
to keep it lax relatively, Deadpool's coming to Marvel Rivals in 2026.
Next.
There was a trailer for a new Mega Man game.
It was okay.
Um, I don't want to say that one just yet. We got trailers for Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis.
That's okay.
I'm kind of excited for that because I won't
Because
get to that.
you like the polygon boobs.
Not Polly. I mean, she's matured since then. Okay,
The graphics have gotten better.
they're rounder now.
We grew up on the polygon. The polygons
We had origami breasts.
for our Tomb Raider. These kids don't understand.
Let me see. I want to build to the biggest one, in my opinion. For our boy Lucid 2 Cents, Diablo 4's Lord of Hatred expansion will be arriving next spring.
Mhm.
Um, Remedy teases a new Control sequel, which I am very excited for. And you're going to
Mhm.
be outside the building going into the streets of Manhattan. Uh, Leon Kennedy is officially coming to Resident Evil Requiem.
That's for Slurms and his lady.
Yeah.
His lady, she used to be up there in her room screaming. Be like, yo, she good? Yeah, she's just playing Resident Evil. Like, why is she doing this to herself?
Yeah. There was a trailer for a game called Exodus, which is believed to be created by former BioWare developers who worked on Mass Effect. It
Mhm.
stars Matthew McConaughey as a narrator towards your character. Looked pretty dope. I was excited for it. Housemark showed a fresh look at Saros, which is what was the other game they made? Returnal. Very much in the same vein as Returnal, big bullet hell video game where test your reflexes and there's a bunch of seizure-inducing lights on screen.
I'm just waiting for you to get to the last
Um,
one.
what else? What else? Phantom Blade Zero got a new trailer. I'm excited for that. That looks like really dope fighting, samurai fighting. We got a first look at Lords of the Fallen 2, which I do give them credit because the first game was ass and they went back and revamped the whole first game to make it better and everyone pretty much approves of it. And I hope they take that same mentality into the second, improving what they learned upon. Baldur's Gate 3 developers, Larian, announced their new game, which was led up to by a big social media campaign. But there was this weird ass statue in the middle of the desert. And everyone was speculating it was a bunch of other games from like a new God of War to a new Diablo game. But no, it was just uh, hype for their new Divinity title, which is believed to be their biggest game ever, even bigger than Baldur's Gate, which took me like an hour. No, it seems like 120 hours to beat. Um, there was a trailer for Star Wars Racer. For those of you who like the first trilogy, such characters as like Sebulba, that's the only one I know will be featured in this. I'm excited for that as well. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I don't even know if that's a word,
Lego
we got a
Batman.
trailer. This is why I said it was going to determine our friendship going forward. 'Cause I know you're going to stress me the fuck
No, I'm just playing.
out. Got a trailer for Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, which
Yeah.
should have closed out the motherfucking event. But for some reason, they put that first and then ended it with what was the name of the game? What Joshua Awesome just mentioned it. High Guard, which is just an offshoot, literally synonyms of Overwatch. It's the same fucking game, just
Yeah.
guns on horseback.
Wait, no, sorry. Let me correct that. Sorry. Lucid the Lego Batman trailer is for I think a movie. It's not for. Was it for the
No,
game or?
it's a video game. It's
Oh, it
a
was the game? It
video
was the game.
game
Oh,
that
okay.
goes. Yeah, it's a video game that in Lego form goes through the entire history of Batman. So we're gonna
No,
see
no.
him.
I know that Lego Batman is also a video game. Just that trailer that came out, was it the game or was it a new movie? That's
It's
what
an
I don't
upcoming
remember.
game.
Okay,
It's an
that's
upcoming
that's what I
game.
was trying to
So
make sure.
yeah, like it goes through the entire history of the Batman from like you want to get nuts, let's get nuts, all the way
Okay, okay,
up
okay,
to
okay.
like Battinson's Batman, and then
Okay.
it has Batman Arkham's fighting style in Lego, which
Yeah,
is
that's
pretty
fine. I
dope.
don't care nothing about that. Star Wars: Knights of the Old
Why'd you make me
Republic
talk about
is
it?
one of the best games that I ever played in my life. Literally, I was like in middle school, and I remember I had to go get my dad's calculator. Right, I needed a TI. Was it TI-83?
Hmm.
And I was in my room, uh, on my little TV on the ground. You know what I mean? Just in there on the calculator doing like matrices. Right, and my dad go, "What'd you take my calculator for?" Oh, I need to do these matrices so I can crack this code so I can sneak into this building instead of having to fight my way through the front. And that's what I was doing as a child for a video game. That game is amazing. So when I saw that they were making Fate of the Old Republic, is that it? Fate?
Fate of the Old
Yeah,
Republic.
Fate of the Old Republic. I was excited. I've been waiting so long for this game. It's like From Software games are my favorite games, and then Knights of the Republic, and then what's that joint called? Dragon Jade Empire, I think, was like made by the same team that made Knights of the Republic. That was also like a great game. Um, but yeah, I've been waiting so long for this. I am so excited. I know my lady's gonna be pissed because when that game comes out, oh, excuse me, sorry, boy, I'm gonna be on it. Y'all, you won't catch me on nothing else,
I
and
believe it. I'm gonna be the same exact way.
I'm gonna be on there doing math, doing everything possible to like, I don't know. I just It's just such a good game.
Yeah.
So I really
It,
hope they like keep that Knights of the Republic uh, aesthetic and like attention to detail and like just forcing you to do like real work. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
really
yeah,
work at this.
yeah.
It's so
Um,
good. If you never played Knights of the Republic, see if you can find it somewhere. But definitely get Fate of the Republic when it comes out.
yeah. Knights of the Old Republic is my favorite era of Star Wars. It gave rise to my favorite character, Revan. Um, I'm extremely excited for this, just as much as you are. The director from the original, Casey Hudson, came out and said not only is he directing Fate of the Old Republic, which thank God, he's also promising that it will be out by 2030. I would take that with a grain of salt because we've all seen how big games like this go into development and then miss their release dates. Grand Theft
Mm-hmm.
Auto 6 being a perfect example of that. Yeah, when I saw that, I went fucking crazy. Like, again, wish that's how they close out the show, but again, instead we got High Guard, which
Yeah, I don't think they
I don't
know
think it's a
they're.
bet. I don't think High Guard is going to be a bad game. I think a lot of the hate it's getting right now comes from where it was positioned in the show. Because usually the end of the show was reserved for reveals like the reboot of God of War, like big things, like things that are going to like dominate internet discourse for this next 3 weeks. But instead, we got
Yeah.
this what looks like a Concord and Overwatch knockoff.
They probably just pay the most, and that's why they got that placement.
You're probably right, but I
Yeah,
think they fucked themselves over with that because now they're kind of suffering from success. Because yeah, you got the highlight of the show, but no one saw it as a highlight.
yeah.
Yeah. We also got a sneak peek of the Street Fighter movie. You and I have differing opinions on this, I think.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
So one I just love the trailer. I think it was very artistically done. The song choice and like the way it was great. It was like the way they did the
Yeah.
clips.
Oh, I didn't think you had that reaction.
Huh? What'd you think I?
Uh, the same reaction you had to the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. You just thought it was stupid.
Oh, because yeah, that looked dumb and it was corny. But the way they did the Street Fighter
Yeah.
trailer, it was very artistically done. The way they used the song choice, and then
Hmm.
into how it like blended is like just cut into new things. That was done well. It like made me excited for the characters they were using. I
Yeah.
know the homie Lucid is pissed because of like Guile. I know he's bad. Um, I will say, like, I saw people like Ja Rule was trying to make fun of 50 Cent. He's like, "Yeah, this ain't
Hmm.
it." I was like, "This is you don't know Ball at this point. He look just
Yeah,
like
that's how
Balrog.
Balrog is
That's
supposed
how
to
he's
look.
supposed to look." I will say they look how they're supposed to look. I know Smooth Carlito mad at Cammy. Uh, Cammy is probably not what Smooth Carlito envisioned. Um,
She's not a stick.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But they kept all the game elements were in there, so they had like lucid like Cammy, but they had like the costumes were correct. Even I saw people
Hmm.
mad at Dan's costume, and Dan's played by Andrew Saltz. So he's a
Dan
comedian.
DeBicky?
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
the character Dan is a joke, like literally a joke. The Capcom, I think they created him to make fun of like some other character. And the costume he's wearing is like a homage to a separate character that they're also making fun of. So it's the Dan colors with that dude's outfit, right? So whoever made this really put that attention to detail in there. You can see it in like they even had the car in there, like they were punching the car. Um,
Hmm.
it's like they're really going for like, all right, this is what the game is about. It's not like that one we got with Jean Claude Van Damme, and it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I can, based off the trailer, I can see like, all right, they really do care. Now, is it going to be good? I don't know, but I'm not like mad at what I saw.
gotcha.
I appreciate um that it feels like they're fans of the game. Also, the Street Fighter cast was at the Game Awards, and like to Andrew Schultz said this at the award show. Like, yeah, we're here, but where's Mortal Kombat at? He was throwing shots, but no, he has a point, right? They know their audience, so
Yeah.
they made this. It feels like they actually made a video game film for gamers, for people that play the game. Whereas Mortal Kombat was not there; they're not marketing to gamers. They could have just as easily been there.
Hmm.
So yeah. Oh,
I thought,
I sorry, Joshua Awesome. I don't know about that though. Joshua Awesome said Jason Momoa as Blanca seems right. I don't know about
I mean, do
that.
you
I
really
will.
need more than that for Blanca? I mean, ideally he'd be Brazilian as well, but I
Yeah.
mean, by appearance he's passable as Blanca.
Appearance, yeah. I think who was it? Is it Roman Reigns as Akuma?
Yeah.
He looked, I'll say, oh, I was talking mess about it before, but then I saw the trailer and I saw him in there. I said, oh, hold on now. That's the Raging
Hmm.
Demon.
Yeah.
I saw his eyes. I said, oh, I felt I did the button combination. I did the Raging Demon button combination.
I just wish he shaved, like really embraced the Akuma look. But that's just a minor nitpick. I
Yeah.
thought the trailer was dumb and cheesy as hell in all the best ways because that's exactly what Street Fighter is. Street Fighter does not take itself seriously. It's not trying to be gritty. It's not trying to be mature. It is pure dumb fun, and that's what this movie looks like. I hope the
Yeah.
story is great. I think the performances are going to be solid. And this is coming from somebody who saw the original cast when it was announced and was like, that looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. I think Lucy said that too. Like he was salty at the casting. I think when we all saw it, I was like, yeah, I don't, that's not it.
yeah. But like this trailer had one opportunity to really prove itself, and I think it knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the car as well because that is hilarious. I also like the what's the name, Eric Andre as the announcer. That's another fantastic
Mm-hmm.
casting. He's you don't even need to give him a script. Just let him riff the whole time. Something
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous and hilarious is gonna come out.
I hope he does that.
Um,
You know that meme where he shoots Hannibal Buress, and then he's
yeah,
like, why did we do this?" or something
yeah,
like that. I hope he does that.
yeah. Three castings that really stood out to me. Zangief, that motherfucker. Like they took Zangief out the video game and gave him flesh. Like that is the
Yeah,
spitting image of the character.
I think that
Uh,
he looked the best of
yeah,
everyone.
Zangief looked the best. Dalzim also looked amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just curious as to how they're gonna do his stretchy stuff because we talk about it with like Mr. Fantastic and Luffy in live action that it can hit that uncanny valley area where everyone's like, this don't look too good. And E
but
Honda, perfect, like
oh yeah, I was
perfect,
going to say something
like
about E
just.
Honda. But I think with Dawson, first of all, they managed to somehow do Dawson and it not be racist, or like not give me like
Yeah.
the racist vibe. Like, this is a little problematic. I
Yeah,
just
because
saw
he
it's
could have been a
like,
caricature of just like a stereotypical
yeah,
Indian guy.
and he wasn't. I'm sorry, this looked good, but
Yeah.
I feel like because it's like the way it looks, and the way the color, what was it, color grading or whatever you call that is,
Hmm.
they might be fine. It still looks fantastical. It doesn't look like real. You get what I'm saying?
That's another thing. It's like I've been seeing complaints online about how so many modern day movies are overly lit and also like the color grading is really like washed out. So like if you look at like Wicked, like the color grading looks more grayish, kind of like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, where it's like it's a fantastic movie, but it's just like the colors don't really pop, and it makes sense like for that to be in like an espionage film like The Winter
Mm-hmm.
Soldier. But like Wicked, you would expect colors to like leap out of the screen at you. But like in this trailer, like it looks like a video game, and that's another thing that I love. Like this is just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was probably a good choice on their part. So when we get
Yeah,
to Dulcim stretching, we probably wouldn't think anything of it. And also, sorry, to be fair to the live action One Piece, I think it's like the same kind of thing. It looks fantastical. Um, I think maybe like the CG budget just isn't great in that sense for the Netflix live action.
yeah,
I know
but like
stretching is like hard to do, but
yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna do it in this one, but no, like I am thoroughly very excited for this. And I hope it
mm,
does succeed.
yeah, I hope it does
Um,
too. But I'm
right.
still reserving judgment. Like I need to actually see the movie.
Last thing on the Game Awards, Expedition 33 won everything. Like pick any award category you could think of, there's like a 92% chance Expedition 3
Mm.
won it. Best RPG, best direction, best indie game, best game period, even over Death Stranding, which is funny because the runner of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley, is best friends with Hideo Kojima. Brought that man out, gave him plenty of shots on the screen,
Mm.
and still, Death Stranding 2 didn't win shit. And I kind of had a feeling that Expedition 33 was going to win everything because the show opened with a song from Expedition 33. And I'm thinking, like, oh, this is going to be a medley where it's like they demonstrate all the songs from all the different games that are nominated. But wait, no,
Mm.
they use that for the end of the show usually. So why do they have this one? And then, boom, one award after another, they just completely swept. And then, like, it was Expedition 33's night. And people are complaining now that they feel like it should have been a bit more balanced and given more of a showcase to the other creators and the other indie games. And while I do
And Ghost
understand
of
that, I
Yote.
feel like, and Ghost of Yote as well. But while I do understand that, I feel like that does take away the legitimacy of the award. Because
Mm.
it's like if Expedition 33 is earning its merit in all these categories, why are we giving out participation trophies to others just because we want them to have a moment on stage? So,
Mm. I just think Ghost of Yote should have won, but that's the only game I played. So
what category would you prefer it win for?
I don't care.
You just wanted it to win.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I just wanted to win something.
Yeah,
That's all I
but
played.
as somebody who played and beat Expedition 33, I think it deserved pretty much every award it got
Mm.
because the fault of these other games not winning this year, the only thing they did wrong was go against Expedition 33. Had it not been for Expedition 33, I'm pretty sure Silk Song would have won something, Yote would have won something, Death Stranding 2 would have won something. They're not bad games. They just went up against what's considered to be a masterpiece by many.
Also, I think they're working on a new Silk song too. I think I saw a story
They
about
just
that.
they just released one this year.
I know. I think they're working on another one.
Probably. But
Yeah,
you're probably not going to see it for like another 5 years.
yeah. I didn't care enough because
Oh.
I'm not gonna play it.
You got it. You only got 3 console games a year. We know.
Hmm.
Um, we got a trailer for Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2 on Netflix. It releases in 2026. I don't have opinions either. Moving on.
I don't want to just start just talking negatively, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I heard it's good if you didn't see the original.
And I saw the original, so.
Yeah, understood.
Oh, also, yeah.
We got
Sorry, Josh Awesome is correct. Aang was looking dumb old. He is correct.
That's why you can't do live action with kids. Like honestly, they usually start working around like that preteen era, and every year they look different.
You need them Gary Coleman actors. You know what I mean? There's not that many of them.
I don't know if they're a protected class, so I'm gonna move on.
Huh, what you mean protected class?
I ain't saying nothing.
They just shorter. they still look like children, and as they get older, but they don't. You can just have them work all day because they're not kids.
Listen, you ain't about to get me shot in the knee. We got a first trailer for His and Hers, starring Tessa Thompson and John Bernthal. The series follows a former news anchor obsessed with a murder case in her hometown, but a
Mm.
detective begins to be suspicious of her involvement. Releasing January 8th on Netflix. And oh my God, I just pressed play and almost deafened myself.
Oh, sorry, I shared it in a way that you could play it. But yeah, I'm excited for
So
that.
so 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 now we booby trapping stories. Okay.
Sorry, I just figured if like O'Shaughnessy or Fu or somebody wanted to watch the trailer, they could just watch it without having to click the links that we send.
They pop up maybe once every 3 days if we're
I
lucky.
know. That's because
We got a first.
Fu working on the fries still. He in Thailand working on the fries.
We got a first trailer for Steven Spielberg's next film, Disclosure Day. I didn't watch this trailer, so I leave it to you.
Oh, I actually didn't either. I just saw. I didn't get a chance to watch it. No, we were at the gym when I saw it. I'm pretty sure we were at the gym, or we were. I was somewhere where I didn't have a chance to watch it. But I love Steven Spielberg in general, so I was excited to see he was directing again.
We are supposed to at least pretend to be dignified journalists.
I know.
We should be
We
watching the
are.
content we report on.
I just didn't have a chance to watch it. That's literally all. I just didn't have a chance to watch it.
This is why you in the violent Arc Raiders lobbies.
I'm not. I don't. I'm innocent, man. I'm trying to protect myself.
We got a trailer for Sentenced to be a Hero. Sentenced to be a new. Let me try this again.
That's sad.
Sentenced
It's
to
English.
be a hero. New trailer. You know I got a speech impediment. Sentenced to be a hero. New trailer. See, that's not me. That's them. We have a new trailer for Sentenced to be a Hero. I leave it to you.
Yeah, you didn't watch that. First of all, Lucid, we be watching stuff, man. Don't do that. I just didn't watch that CS Spielberg trailer. Uh, this looks amazing. It's a anime coming out next year. I'm not sure if it's based on a manga because I just didn't have. Oh no, it is. Sorry, it is based on a manga. I remember I added the manga to my list to read. I just haven't read that manga, so I'm gonna start reading it. But the animation looked incredible. So I'm very excited for this. I'm sure it's coming to Crunchyroll as well. Oh, Dak, you wearing your shirt? I didn't know we supposed to wear shirts.
Fucking up again.
I just put on the kente,
Mm-hmm.
the bonnet,
Mm.
fugazi.
Mm.
But yeah, check that out next year. I'm pretty sure it's January 2026. It's January, right? For Sister to be a
I
Hero.
think so. I X'd out already.
That's rude.
I handed it over to you. You should know this, journalist.
I'm usually right when I
Um,
say things.
what else? Listen, this next story, I'll be just as impressed as you are if I manage to pronounce it correctly. Um, Gotchi Akuda?
Do you want me to say it?
Please do.
I actually have to read it. That's one of the hardest. No, because I just call it trash anime.
Okay.
But it's not trash. It's about like trash. But I have to look at the word to read it correctly. Gachia
So
Kuta.
wait. You said it's not trash, but it's about trash. Like, is the story about like actual like sanitation?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, okay. I respect the creativity. Never mind. Proceed.
Gachia Kuta.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that one to you from now on.
Yeah, but just call it trash anime.
Okay, cool.
That's what the homies. That's what we call it. But yeah, they greenlit season 2. I'm pretty sure it's really popular. And for those that don't watch Gachia Kuta, the premise is like there's like an upper world and a lower world. People that live in the upper world are called spherites, and there's like a big chasm in the spherite realm that they throw all their trash. So that trash goes down to the lower world, and then up in the spherite realm, there's still class systems. So there's like the mega rich and then the poor. So you commit a crime, you get thrown down to the lower realm, and then in the lower realm, there's this group called the Cleaners, and they have powers because they have to. There's like trash beasts down there, so they give uh like they give energy to um like a treasured item they have, and then they're able to fight the trash beast. That's the basic premise without explaining who the main character is and all that. I'm not gonna do that. But it's a pretty like Lucid said, it's a pretty decent anime, or sorry, pretty decent manga. Um, the anime is cool. I think the art has gotten a lot better. So I'm like interested in season 2 for this. So look, check it out. Gachi Okuta, aka Trash Anime,
Okay,
Trash Manga,
that,
Trash Anime.
that does sound pretty cool.
It's a great premise.
Mm.
Although the most recent manga chapter, they did something I don't really like. This current arc, I'm like, all right, y'all doing a little too much. But like Lucy said, the power system's pretty decent. Also, it's like everyone has the same like giver ability.
Hmm.
Just your item's different and how you use it is different, and then like just your fighting ability varies. So it's not like they're not one person's a Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that.
Hmm.
And then everyone else is human. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We got a trailer for Andy Serkis's adaptation of Animal Farm. It's animated.
yeah, and it's like a play on the novel.
Yeah, it looks like it completely misses the point of the book.
I don't think so. I think I feel like some of the elements are in there, but maybe we can't tell
Mm,
based off the trailer.
yeah. I mean, I don't think this was a good first look because like
Yeah,
it's supposed to be about fascism and extreme ideologies and how that can seep into the public consciousness and how the people who
yeah.
purport themselves to be good guys can then rise to be the monsters. But I ain't getting that from this.
I think the fascism is what eating the animals in that trailer, and then
Hmm.
they change the entire system, and then they discover something else. We probably need another trailer, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looks
I don't
cool.
think this.
Seth Rogen's in it. I might check it out. Seth
Yeah.
don't usually be in things that I don't like, so.
Yeah, he does pretty good at quality control.
Mm.
We got a new promo for Wonder Man that features Trevor Slattery. It is premiering on January 27th on Disney Plus. And for some reason, they're just not really marketing that as much as they should. They kind of feel like
Yeah,
they kind of feels like they're giving like the Ironheart treatment.
yeah, but and I appreciate the way they're doing the marketing for it. It's like an inside the actor studio type of thing, where
Yeah,
Wonder Man is talking about his role as Wonder Man, because Wonder Man is an actor.
yeah.
In addition to like he's a superhero, but he's also an actor. So I appreciate that. Wait, is that leading into our Marvel talk? Before I,
No, no, no. Yeah, I still have one more story before we get into that.
yeah, you should have saved that for the because that would have been a great transition.
You're right. You're right. We were slightly out of order because we were having to rush. And we got a
I can't
first trailer
I
for
can't tell you wrong.
Supergirl, which is in theaters June 26, 2026.
All right,
Your thoughts? Because I have plenty.
I know you gonna ramble. Just you
I'm
go
about to add
first.
another I'm about to add like another 20 minutes to this
Yeah, that's
episode. To
too
be
much.
honest with
So
you.
you go first, so I can cut you off when it's too. It's too much.
So, for- as much as people like to claim that I am a simp for all things DC, I wasn't very much wowed by this trailer. I do like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I liked her the look we got of her at the end of the Superman film. But this trailer, and I say this respectfully, it feels too much like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm.
Like, I love those films. I love all three of them, but I already got three of them. And what I was made to believe with this new cinematic universe that James Gunn was like really pushing to the fore was that no two films are really going to feel alike because we're going to be giving more creative control to directors in ways that Marvel doesn't necessarily do. With like Kevin Feige pretty much just like laying out the blueprint and then pretty much building a skeleton, and then they hire a director with not that long a list of accolades, and then the director comes and puts the meat on the skeleton. The
Mm.
DCU is supposed to be a lot different, where like directors can just be creative and zany and really give it their voice. And not to say that this isn't what the director wanted to do with his Supergirl movie, but it
Mm.
feels like he just kind of like reheated James Gunn's nachos. where it's like the trailer starts with, I forgot which song, but it's like a quirky 80s song that you would expect to see in like Guardians of the Galaxy. The lighting looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. The set, the art design looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of the action, the way it's shot, feels like Guardians of the Galaxy. And again, Guardians of the Galaxy, the films are some of my favorite films, favorite superhero films, but I just wanted something different. I don't know what I wanted specifically, because I'm not going to sit here and do what a lot of people do on the internet and claim that, oh yeah, I've been a diehard Supergirl fan my entire life. No, I'm not. Like I've never been that person. I think she's a cool character. I think the book that this is inspired by is an amazing series. I think everyone should go read it. It's one of the best stories about her if you really just want to get the bare bones essentials of who she is. Also, the on the topic of lighting and how we were discussing just color grading and everything from like how films look very muted. This film also looks very muted, like a Marvel movie. When if you go to read that Supergirl comic that this is inspired by, that comic is beautiful. Every panel of that comic run looks like something that you can crop and put on your wall. But instead, in the trailer, we got like this muted sort of not what I wanted. And then the music again, it's like this could have been like the Gen Z superhero. Like, why are we listening to 80s music where it's like I'm not the biggest fan of like Sabrina Carpenter or like all the new music that's out these days, but it's like that would fit more with this version of Supergirl's vibe, like the young girly excited teen youth but also dealing with angst kind of thing that we come to know from Gen Z. Like why not capture that vibe? But I don't know. Like again, this is the first teaser trailer. I'm not going to sit here and judge the entire movie by it. I'm not saying I'm not going to enjoy it, but I just wanted something a bit more, and I'm going to need another trailer to really sell me on this.
Yeah.
Time.
All right. I don't know. It just it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy to me.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll give it a chance. But
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah,
give it a chance.
just
I'm like, I want to see it. I just wish I saw more.
yeah.
So,
That's it.
so again, not dislike. I'm
No,
reserving my
you
dislike.
said time.
I'm segueing right now. Just let me land. Like, I'm reserving not just my dislike, but my extreme, deep-seated hatred for everything we've gotten about Avengers Doomsday this week.
Oh, okay.
For those who don't know, 4 trailers are going to be released for Avengers Doomsday, not on the internet, only in theaters, exclusively attached to Avatar: Fire and Ash, which, mind you, is a 3 hour and 20 minute movie. So not
With
only
the prologue for Odyssey in front of there was like
you got the
five
prologue
minutes.
for Odyssey, that's a 5 minute prologue, 5 minute prologue. You got the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, which is like I don't know, a minute and 30 seconds, and then you have several other trailers attached to that 3 hour and 20 minute movie. So
And
you not getting out for
car
getting.
ads.
You said what?
And car ads. They're gonna try to sell
Yep.
you a Chevy Nova.
Yep, and that weird 3D roller coaster where they fly through all the
Yeah.
beverages and the popcorn in order to tell you to put your damn phone away. Like,
And then they're gonna tell you to come to the theater that you're already sitting in. So they're gonna have that, the joint where they got some enjoy the movie thing, and then it's like, here at the movies, we like to do blah blah blah. I'm already at the movies. Why are you showing me
exactly.
this?
And then you're gonna bring in Nicole Kidman to say, "Come back to the movies," even though you're sitting in the damn movie
I'm
theater.
in the
How that
theater
makes
right now.
sense?
I don't need this here. It doesn't make sense. And then they're gonna get
But
the Eastern Motors joint. Eastern Motors.
as a quick aside, this is our main topic, by the way. We did not introduce that well at all. But four
I
different
hate it.
trailers, 4 different trailers over 4 different weeks, not being released on the internet, all attached to Avatar: Fire and Ash. We got the first trailer, not released, by the way, filmed on a grainy 144p camera, presumably
Yeah, somebody
crooked, kind of like a World
sued.
Star fight, if you guys remember those. Just terrible sound, terrible visuals, or whatever. And just to give you a
Yeah.
quick run through of the first trailer, it's of Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame. He is happily married to Peggy. You see him ride up to his home on the motorcycle. He goes into the house. He opens a chest that contains his old Captain America suit. He looks at it very longingly, puts it back into the chest, and then goes to hold and cradle his baby that he has with Peggy now, which would be very touching if it didn't represent pretty much the entire MCU reneging on everything we've been doing for the past, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, maybe
Yeah,
since Endgame.
this is terrible to me. Doomsday is supposed to be Doctor Doom, Mr. Fantastic. I don't care about Captain America. I don't care about Iron Man, and I don't care about Thor. These three trailers that are supposed to come out are supposed to be those three characters in their trailers, right?
It's supposed to be the first one is Captain America. Next week is going to be one that features Thor, I think, praying to gods for safety, the safety of his daughter. And then the third one is going to be Doctor Doom himself. And then the fourth one is going to be like the actual like teaser trailer with all like the
Oh,
footage and the sizzle
sorry,
reels and
I
everything.
said Iron Man because it's
No, you
Robert
got it
Downey
right. It's
Jr.
not Doctor Doom. It's Iron Man.
because Robert Downey Jr. But yeah, I really don't understand. When are we going to get? When are the comics going to come to life for this? That's what we want. I want the
Never.
book. I just
It's
want the
never going to
book,
be the book.
especially for this, right? If you got Doctor Doom, you introduced Mister Fantastic. They're rivals. What are we doing? I just don't get it. And it's like don't it's like a cash grab at this point. And
There we go.
the more that I see, the more that I just don't want to go to the theaters and watch this. The more I just want to find some guy at the barbershop uh, that got the you know how they got Doomsday and they like print out their own joint. That's what I
He's
want,
selling.
man.
He's selling the DVDs alongside with like belts and tank tops, and
Yeah, I'd rather give him $5. Oh,
keychains.
sorry, the inflation. I'd rather give him $10 for that. Two for three. He'll sell you like somebody album too. I'd rather get that than have to go to the theaters and pay to see like what it looks like a cash grab, and it's probably just it just doesn't seem good right now. This nothing in that trailer made me excited. They didn't even show Peggy. Can we at least see Peggy? I
No,
know
we've
she
seen
in
enough
it.
of Peggy. We've seen Captain Carter more than we've seen Sam Wilson.
Nah, we never see enough of Peggy. We don't need to see Sam.
No, we need to see more of Sam.
We saw
In
Sam
his,
and yeah, I feel bad
it's
for
just
Anthony Mackie. I think
like I
he
do.
didn't get a fair shake.
He didn't at all, and it's like the one thing that made us love these characters, the original cast of the Avengers, was seeing them be superheroes, actually be in things, appear in other people's things, make this all feel like a shared universe. And in doing so, let these characters demonstrate what their capabilities are, what their likes are, their dislikes, their personality, their motivations, all that. And in, I want to say, the last 6 years, since Endgame, we've only gotten Anthony Mackie, who's supposed to be the leader of the Avengers as Captain America, in two things. One of which was essentially Incredible Hulk 2.
Yeah,
And it's like, instead of really investing in him and having this first look at Avengers Doomsday be the graduating class of what's supposed to be a bunch of legacy characters that you spent 6 years introducing us to, everyone from Anthony Mackie, I mean, Sam Wilson, Captain America, to She Hulk, to Kate Bishop, to Shang-Chi. We have not seen Shang-Chi since like 2020. That is crazy to me. And the first look is going to be them pretty much just like kneeling and saying, "Hey, we know that you don't that we failed these other characters, but instead of actually giving them a chance to thrive and become something more, which is literally the fucking tagline of Avengers 1, you just say, okay, let's just go back to the original cast because we need a cash grab and we need to make money off of this."
yeah, I really don't like that. Also, I feel like the first thing I saw of like Simu Liu was for another film. It wasn't even. It wasn't even for Doomsday. I don't even think he knew if he was in it or not until he saw his name. No, he didn't. He didn't know he was in it until he saw. Remember they were doing
The
just
chairs.
showing the chairs, and he saw his name on the chairs. Like, oh, I'm in the movie. They just. I don't know, man. I really don't know what Marvel's thinking. I don't know how they're going to compete. Granted, the Supergirl trailer wasn't great. Like it's
Yeah.
okay, but like I would still much rather like see what DC has got going on. I was about to say it looks new and interesting, but it doesn't look like Guardians of the Galaxy. But but oh, matter of fact, lanterns. Right, we got news about lanterns. Like
Yeah.
the way they talk about lanterns. Oh, that looks very. It sounds very good. Right, I'd
Mhm.
rather invest the time in what DC has going on and their approach to telling these comic book stories than watch Marvel just cash grab everything. Like there's no, and I love the Russos. They worked on uh the best Marvel movies in my opinion. Winter Soldier, uh Captain America, not Brave New World, Captain America,
Civil War.
Civil War. Two of the best Marvel movies. They worked on Arrested Development, right? One of the best sitcoms for me anyway. You, Me, and Dupree, fantastic film. Y'all gotta watch You, Me, and Dupree, man. That's the Russos right there. I just don't see it for anything Doomsday. It's not from Robert Downey Jr. to like, and no offense, I love Robert Downey Jr. He's a great actor, and unless they're doing that whole story where like Doom literally takes over Robert Downey, or sorry, Tony Stark's body to get access to his money, and then it turns out Cillian Murphy is actually Doom. Unless they're doing that whole that, I don't care nothing about that. It doesn't move me. None of this excites me. Thunderbolts was great, but everything that we're seeing. Oh, sorry, Fantastic Four had the potential to be great, but they cut out too much. I don't know. Everything that we continue to see from Marvel, it just looks like it's the fall off. They need to just go make another Blade movie. Blade saves Marvel. I'd rather that.
So
Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine was pretty good
yeah.
actually.
So
Sorry.
while I do hate this, and I can't imagine what would make me change my mind on it because when Robert Downey Jr. got cast as Doctor Doom, who again is my favorite character in comics, I was angry, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a chance. I'm gonna try to be objective in some capacity and just not walk in a hater with the intention of disliking something because ultimately, if I'm proven wrong about this, I get to enjoy something that I didn't expect, and that's a wonderful experience. But this bringing back the original characters and not having faith in the ones that they've established, all of which, mind you, are all fantastic. They just haven't been given enough
Mm.
screen time and enough stories for us to really invest and connect with them.
Or
Because
a
honestly, if you
good enough story.
yeah, a good enough story, it's like
Yeah.
you can't really look back at a single character that has been introduced after Endgame and say they are bad. Like bad stories perhaps, but they're all immaculately casted. They all have great personalities. They all have potential to become just as
Uh,
lovable as the original
did
cast.
you forget
Who you
about
know who you,
Secret Invasion?
huh?
The main, uh, the Super Scroll on Secret Invasion.
Yeah, but I don't think of her as like someone who's gonna become an Avenger.
I'm saying that's bad. It's just bad. It's nothing good
Yeah,
about
but
that.
okay. So pretty much of the cast that could be Avengers. That's what I was getting at originally. But it's just
Okay,
like
okay, okay.
all the heroes are fantastic. Kamala Khan is, in my opinion, up there with castings when it comes to like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man or Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn or so on and so forth. Like
Yeah, I forgot about her.
top
She's a bright spot.
tier, like deserves to be in the pantheon of them all. Like why hasn't she been given more spotlight? Why hasn't she had several different appearances that would allow her to build her champions team, preferably before Haley Steinfeld? Is it Steinberg? Steinfeld? What is it? Josh Allen's wife.
Allen. Yes, Haley Allen.
Yeah, let's go with that. Haley Allen, before she has her second child, pregnant with the first, mind you, but by the time she gets another appearance, she might have a second or a third. And somehow she's supposed to run the Young Avengers? How does that make sense? I don't even know what my original point was, but it's just, oh yeah. So what I'm thinking this could possibly be in the best case scenario, let's say that's the opening of Avengers Doomsday. We see Steve with Peggy, they have a child, they're happy, they're peaceful, all that good stuff. My guess is that to establish Doctor Doom, this version of Doctor Doom, RDJ Doom, as a
Hmm.
big bad on par with the other many big bads we've come to revere in the MCU, like Thanos or Ultron or Loki or whatever. I think they're going to have RDJ's Doom kill off our Steve Rogers. The same way Thanos pulled up and choked the shit out of Loki. It's not a good idea,
For what though?
but
That Steve Rogers lived his whole life and then retired. Like, what do you need to go and kill him for? It doesn't even make sense. He's in a
in
different timeline.
Endgame, in Endgame, Tony tells Steve, when you mess with time, time messes back. And if this Doctor Doom is to be what I think he's going to be, he's pretty much going to be that time messing back. In that, like, when the Avengers went to do all their timey-wimey travel, like time travel nonsense, they created something that fucked over Doom. Whether it be like a ripple effect through time or like a causality or like a lapse in the space-time continuum, however way you want to describe it. I think that's going to affect Doom because maybe Doom had a perfect family in life the same way Reed Richards does. And then like there was like a time boom and then the rippling effects of that took away his family and now he's going for revenge. That's the best scenario I could think of because then it would still allow the new generation of Avengers to shine and it doesn't involve Anthony Mackie being thrown on the back burner when he should be the leader of the new Avengers.
I mean, he is. But then there's the other new Avengers run by not my what's her name? Elaine. What's her character name again?
Um, what's Natasha's sister?
No. Elaine from
Yelena.
From Seinfeld. Elaine.
Oh, Elaine.
Her
She got a long
character.
Valentina Delegra Fontaine, something like that.
Yeah. So that's honestly I would love to see more of that. Like
Yeah, me
Anthony
too.
Mackie's actual Avengers team being undercut by like her new Avengers team. And then like I would love to. Oh, thank you, Louise Dreyfus.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah, thank you, Lucid and Just Rambling. But I would love to see that. We don't get to see anything from that. We just go straight into Doom because Marvel just wants some money. And I don't think like I just don't think it's like the art is gone. I don't think they understand.
It's a cash grab.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
them just
cash
trying to make
grab,
money.
and maybe they don't understand like the reason that there's like superhero fatigue. The fatigue is y'all. It's y'all
Yeah.
because you just keep putting out anything. And granted, like
Yeah.
Superman did okay. Top five movie grossing this year.
Yeah.
Overseas, it didn't do that well. I think the fatigue exists there as part of it. Also, it's like some tariff stuff and random government things probably contributed to that. Um, but yeah, and maybe the cash grab will work. I think you say consumers are the problem all the time, so maybe it'll work. But
Yeah.
I
I,
think
I think it's
for
good.
me, I'm good.
I think it's going to be a financial banger, unfortunately. In the same way that Call of Duty, even this year, when everyone's complaining about it, is going to be in the top 5 or top 10 of sales
Yeah,
in games this year.
we love to hate
So it's like,
watch or
it's not
hate
even that.
play.
It's just like people are just obsessed with like brand recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And like slop is the word of the year for a reason. Usually it's
Mm-hmm.
made for AI, but like Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars feels like nostalgia slop. It's
Yeah,
just a clear and obvious cash grab based in cowardice because they're afraid that the creations that they've made since Endgame aren't good enough, and that's really disappointing.
yeah,
And they're going to bring back like the older guard because they like they just don't have faith, and it pisses me off because it's like I was really rooting for Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and I keep going back to that for a reason because in his show. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I really enjoyed outside of like the flag smasher bullshit. There's a moment
mm-hmm.
where he sits down with Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas is very cynical based on everything he went through and said they will never allow a black man to be Captain America. And I thought that was going to be a key character point in his arc where he can overcome that and become something more and become the Captain America, not that the world wants, but that he was destined to be. And again, I thought it was supposed to be a character arc. but instead it turns out it's just like Disney's policy, like just completely undercutting everything that they could have made him into.
Sorry, Isaiah Thomas is a basketball player.
Oh, oh, Isaiah Brown, Isaiah,
This is
the
Bradley.
original, yeah, Bradley. My bad. Yeah.
You said Isaiah Thomas. Hold on. That don't
Yeah,
sound
and
right. That
to
don't
to
sound like
Lucid's two
Isaiah.
cents, to Lucid's point, to Lucid's point, no, it was both in the show and the Red Hulk movie, which is why I was so annoyed with the Red Hulk movie because we were retreading ground that we should have gotten past by now. But for
Mhm.
whatever reason, they put that in both films.
They had to rewrite that film a lot too. Then they changed a bunch of stuff. It's just I don't want to like harp on whatever they are doing like creatively
Yeah,
over there. It's
but
just I don't think they're doing these things justice. Even like Iman Vellani, is that her name? Whatever.
yeah, yeah, she
Little
should have
Miss
been.
Marvel. She's she should have more going on. She's like perfect casting.
Yeah,
Uh, I think they're kind of scary. Even matter of fact, I'm not going to hate on like Agatha all along or whatever they called it, but all the stuff they got planned for like Wiccan and Speed, right? All the
hmm
Vision Quest stuff. Um, uh, what else? I feel like there's one I'm like blanking on. There's one more. Oh, Wonder Man. Wonder Man, Ironheart. Ironheart was pretty good besides the DEI gangsters. I just really don't understand
yeah.
why they did that. They just should have switched the roles. Make the hackers
You ain't
the
never gonna let that go.
because they just make they're too small. Make the hackers the two lesbians, and then make uh the hacker, the person that played the hacker, make them the enforcer. They It's too big. Like it just wasn't. I don't know what they were doing there, but
Yeah,
and maybe because all these things didn't do as well as they had hoped. Now they're like, all right, yeah, cash grab it up.
yeah. They're just trying to make money back. That's all it
Yeah,
says.
that's
Like, do not expect
basically
this
it.
to be a movie. Expect it to be a series of guest star appearances that we would expect from a sitcom, where there's a clear and obvious pause in the script so the studio audience can go woo and
And
they
they
clap their
somebody
hands
pop
and
in the
everything.
door every time. It's gonna be a new. They gonna pop out the little Doctor Strange portal, like
Yep.
uh, like when Kramer busted the door in Seinfeld.
That's what's going to be every single time. There's going to be like a pause for the audience to get excited
Yeah.
and have clips that they put on the internet with the audience going crazy and doing their chicken jockey popcorn throws in the air. And then it's just going to be that over and over and over again. There's over like 60 people in this cast. You think they're all going to get character development and have like equal screen
Nah,
time?
this
Hell
gonna be
no.
showing up. I feel like at some point we're actually probably gonna see videos of people just heavy sighing, like a collective heavy sigh in the theater.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. I mean,
That'd be hilarious.
like it would give me a lot more faith in humanity, but I feel like this movie, despite everything we're complaining about, and despite what the entire internet is complaining about, it's still going to make like 1.5 billion minimum.
Yeah, we'll see. I
It's
don't know if
it's
it will.
it's brand recognition.
They should let you bet on that because
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like 29 betting apps that just
yeah.
formed within the past 5 minutes. Like I'm
But I
pretty sure I
think
can bet on it somewhere.
the brand is not, it's not hitting like it used to. It's the fatigue.
Yeah, but the
So
one
we'll
thing
see.
MCU fans have been clamoring for since Endgame has been an Avengers film. So they'll complain, they'll grumble, they'll grouse, and then they'll go buy Madden the same way they do every year.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. We got merch.
It's not for sale.
It's not for sale. So to tell you guys the story behind it, I bought like five of these, one for each of the members of the cast. Uh, Fu and O'Shaughnessy can't get theirs until they make an appearance on an episode, preferably before the end of the year. And I had one extra that was supposed to be a gift for the white elephant party that we threw, and the shirts didn't come on time. They only came like a few days ago. So I gave Sam his, and I have two more to distribute under the specific parameters that I set. So yes, your merch is being held hostage, O'Shaughnessy and Fu.
I couldn't wear mine. It didn't go with my Fugazi kente bonnet and my one piece do rag under it that I love to wear. Shout out to my goddaughter. Uh, so yeah. Also,
But
I forgot
if
to
one
wear
if one of our if enough of our 12 listeners expresses
Yeah,
interest
stop.
in our
I keep
merch,
telling you to stop saying that. We have more than 12.
we have 14.
Oh, looks like Miss Luna wants the fifth one. She don't actually want it. She just gonna wear it around
I mean, if she
the
wants it,
house.
she can take it.
She only have it. She wears it outside, and we get a QR code on the back, so
You just
so
have people
people can
following your lady with their phone out.
scan it. Like, what's this?
Please don't set your lady up for that.
Uh, she, she can
Go
model.
get her, go get harassed and chased around by
She's she's a
randoms.
she's a marketer and Instagram model. The bus driver said, "Hey," she's a true story. One time, a bus driver pulled over, said, "Hey, you Instagram model?" And she was
You married very well. But my bigger question is,
mad
after 176 episodes, why have we not been utilizing her expertise?
because
You know, we don't know how social media works.
I can't afford to pay her, and she doesn't like doing it. She does enough at work. She's not trying to
What's
do
her going rate? We can maybe crowdfund from the other 11 listeners that we have.
it. It's not.
No. But what you watching?
Oh, sorry. She not a social media manager.
Listen, she knows more than we do on how Instagram
No,
works,
no. She
likely
knows how
TikTok.
things look, how it should look to make it look good. She's not about to post for us. That's what
That
I'm
is
saying.
more expertise than we have.
She don't post
Like,
on
I'll
her
take
own.
anything at this point.
She don't post on her own Instagram.
Do you want 16 followers or not?
I keep telling you, you have more than that. You don't. You gotta check the analytics.
You
You
never
really
show me.
gotta check the analytics. You don't have access to the. All right, we'll show you how to get on there at some point.
Gotcha.
Um. So I'm watching. Oh, I'm watching Mr. Robot. I watched it before. I never finished it because I don't know why I didn't finish it. But it's on Netflix right now, and it will be gone. I think January 2nd. I try to combine December and January for some reason. So January 2nd, Mr. Robot is leaving Netflix. So I was trying to watch it back up. The also on Netflix, the new or season 2 of the Tomb Raider cartoon is out. I really like the season. This one is the Orisha, so it's the African gods. And like Laura's trying to do all this stuff. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was really good. I liked it better than the first season. The first season is pretty good. Um, of course, Pluribus. Pluribus is fantastic. Um, what else? I think that's all my shows. Watch ReZero. It's terrible. Do not watch ReZero at all. Give it a thumbs down if possible on your Crunchyroll. Whatever it takes to make sure.
Anti-ad campaign.
Yeah, it's not it. We need to do something about this. ReZero is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It makes zero sense.
Mhm.
It's called ReZero because it makes zero sense. The story is terrible. The dialogue just doesn't make any sense. In English or in Japanese, it makes no sense. It is the worst. I hate it so much. Um, and then Marty Supreme comes out Christmas. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. Shout out to Timmy Tim, the GOAT.
Mhm.
He's the GOAT. I just want you
I will. I will reserve judgment. I do think he's very talented, but goat remains to be seen.
he's a GOAT. Oh, and also, sorry, before I forget, Knives Out 3. It's on Netflix now. It came out last week. I liked it, but I also liked all the Knives Out movies. The first one's the best, but I did like this one. It was really good.
I haven't been watching anything lately. I've just been fighting with kids and going to the gym with you. Um, I did try after all the discussion about Expedition 33. There was one RPG that people said should have won Best RPG, and that's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've been giving it a try. I think the RPG elements are really cool, but the gameplay isn't really my flavor.
Mhm.
It's kind of like Skyrim, but the combat isn't as engaging as I would want it to be. I'm gonna give it like a solid 3 more hours to see if I can really get into it, because sometimes the game just takes time to build up. But I can see why other people might like this. It feels very much like a simulator of the old English times, and you get to step into the role of knight, squire. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. It's just a lot of the things aren't gelling with me, not because they're bad, because it's just not my vibe. So
And
if
what
you're into
about
that sort of thing, give it a try.
Arc Raiders? You can give that a try.
You gonna be up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Maybe I'll take off one day.
You gotta take off work just to play with me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. You want to sign us off?
I feel like there's something I'm missing.
Sanity.
Nah. I feel like there's something we forgot.
Did we? I mean, we had like 30 news stories.
I don't know. Maybe it's the show I forgot to share. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
Until next time. No, wait. There is something. Oh, Roofman. That's what it was. I watched Roofman
Okay, yeah.
on Paramount Plus. Roofman is really, really good, based on a true story. So also check that out. All right, and with that, we will talk to you all next week. We'll get to our year-end review episode at some point. And yeah, until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it.
Oh, we didn't cue that up or nothing.
I know.